My life in Littleton. They call me Ben, though that ain't the name my mama whispered when I was born. She had another name for me, one that came from her mama, and her mama before that, back across the water. But here in Littleton, the master wrote me down as Ben, so that's who I am. Morning. The day starts long before the sun. I rise in the dark, the chill biting through the cracks in our cabin walls. The cabin's nothing but logs and clay with a dirt floor packed hard from years of feet pressing it down. Smoke hangs in the air from the fire we tried to keep alive through the night. My wife, Sarah, wakes the baby with her stirring. She ties him on her back with a strip of cloth. We don't get much time together, just these hushed moments before the fields call. By first light, the horn blows. We step out into the red dirt, our stomachs empty, but our hands already knowing what the day will be. In the fields, the tobacco stretches out like it has no end. Rows and rows, green leaves heavy with dew. My back bends low as I pull weeds, top plants, and haul water. The overseer rides his horse between the rows, whip-coiled, eyes sharp. A man never knows what might earn him the lash. Too slow, too tired, too much talking. The sun climbs and sweat soaks my shirt. My hands crack, the juice from the tobacco burning cuts in my skin. Still I sing, not loud enough for the overseer, but low to keep my spirit moving. Steal away home. The others hear me. They join, soft at first, then stronger. The song carries us, even as our bodies ache. Midday. We get cornmeal, maybe a scrap of fatback, if the ration held out. Some folks keep gardens by the cabins, collards, sweet potatoes, beans. I try to fish the Roanoke when I can, but patrollers watch the roads and time is short. Back to the rows until the sun falls, from can see to can't see. Then we drag ourselves home, bones heavy but not yet broken. Night in the quarters. At night, life returns. We crowd into the cabins, telling stories, patching clothes, rocking babies. Old Auntie May tells Burr Rabbit tales, how he tricks the fox and always finds a way out. We laugh, though we know the trick don't always come true for us. On Saturdays, if the master allows, we gather for a corn shucking or a dance. Someone's always got a fiddle, another a banjo. Feet stomp the dirt floor, hands clap, and for a little while the music lifts us above the weight. Sundays, we pray. Sometimes under the overseer's eye in the white folks' church, where they preach obedience. But when we can, we slip into the woods, to the brush arbor. There we shout for Moses, for freedom, for a God who listens to our cries. The singing shakes the trees and our tears fall into the dirt like seeds, fears and hopes. The worst sound is chains rattling on the courthouse steps in Halifax. That means auction. Families torn apart, mothers screaming as children are led away. I hold Sarah's hand tight every night, praying we won't hear our names called for the block, but still we hope. Some talk of running through the swamps, following the river north. I don't know if I'd make it, but the thought lives in me. Freedom lives in me, even if I never touch it. The truth of it. Life here in Littleton is sweat and sorrow, but also laughter in the dark, songs in the field, stories by firelight. They may own my body, but my spirit, my prayers, my love for my family, they ain't never owned that. And I believe deep in my bones that one day the chains will break and this red soil will know us not as slaves, but as people, free people, living under the same sun that now beats down on our backs.